evening and welcome to the VC3 News Update for Thursday, July 13th, 2023. I'm Shali Sananton. First, in our local stories. Newly appointed Government Senator Benava Brown was sworn in yesterday, replacing Senator Julian Francis, who has demitted office. Senator Francis suffered a stroke in July of 2022 and has since then taken a leave of absence for recovery. Honorable Benava Brown will shoulder the portfolio of Senator Francis. He was the Minister of Urban Development, Energy, Airports, Seaport Administration, Grenadines Affairs and Local Government. However, Senator Brown will not be shouldering the portfolio of airports.
Oath of allegiance. I, Benava Brown, do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, that I will uphold and defend the Constitution and the laws of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and I will conscientiously and impartially discharge my duties to the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Oath of office. I, Benava Brown, do swear that I will well and truly serve the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines in the office of Minister in the Ministry of Urban Development, Energy, Seaports, Grenadine Affairs and Local Government. Oath of secrecy. I, Benava Brown, being appointed Minister in the Ministry of Urban Development, Energy, Seaports, Grenadine Affairs and Local Government, do swear that I will not on any account or at any time disclose the counsel, advice, opinion, or vote of any particular minister, and that I will not accept with the authority of Cabinet and to such extent that may be required for the good management of the affairs of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, directly or indirectly reveal the business or proceedings of the Cabinet or the nature or content of any document communicated to me as Minister or any matter coming to my knowledge in that capacity.
Governor General Suzanne Duggan, in congratulating the 33-year-old on her appointment, said it is a momentous occasion that will go down in the books of history.
I wish to congratulate you on your appointment as Senator and Minister of Government. This is indeed a proud moment for you, your parents, your relatives, your friends, and your old teacher, me.
Her Excellency also thanked former Minister and Senator Julian Francis for his support and services he granted over the years for St. Vincent and the Grenadines and its citizens.
To Minister Francis, thank you for your unwavering support in service to the government and people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And this is over 20 years, but you've served in other capacities, I know, as banker and in other areas.
Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Ralph Gonsalves, in his remarks, announced that as of Wednesday, July 12th, the Cabinet has authorized that former Minister and Senator Julian Francis be appointed a special advisor to the government.
As of today, the Cabinet has authorized that he be appointed a special advisor to the government.
The new senator had her first sitting in Parliament today when it resumed in its new temporary location at Kaliakwa. More on the local scene, Blondie Bird and Friends are the 2023 Band of the Year winners. With its presentation, Birds of a Feather, the second and third positions went to two other distinguished mass bands, with numerous Band of the Year and King and Queen of the Bands titles as well. Nelson Block with Papillon and SVG Players International, Players Love was second and third respectively. SVG Players is celebrating its 23rd anniversary. The band, which has captured the Band of the Year title, holds the proud record of being one of the most successful mass bands in SVG over the last 2 decades, winning 7 Bands of the Year titles, in addition to several Junior Bands of the Year. It also has distinguished itself in the large costume categories such as King, Queen, Junior King, and Junior Queen of the bands, along with being frequent winners of the sections of the band's competition. The other mass bands in this year's competition were Butex International, Natural Remedy, Imagination with Tell It Like It Is, Leeward International, Africa Is We, Adrenaline XO, Celebration 23, Melbourne Artisan, Climate Change, The Vision, Mirage, Wanderlust, Nelson Block, La Papillon, Oxygen, The Good Life, Tribes, The Marketplace, and Valine Ralph and the Professionals, with the dancing a tribute to Dr. Alston Beckett Cyrus. And 4 police officers celebrate 30 years of service. 4 members of the course, 12 of the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force, will be celebrating 30 years of service on Saturday. On Thursday, 15th July 1993, 20 young men enlisted as police officers. 30 years later, only 4 of them remain in the constabulary. The officers are Assistant Superintendent of Police, Mr. Junior Simmons, Sub-Lieutenant, Mr. Vincent Gordon, Sergeant of Police 264, Mr. Dwight Matthews, and Sergeant of Police 211, Renford Jack. The officers expressed their excitement and satisfaction in reaching the important milestone. I chose to become a police officer 30 years ago because I wanted to serve the people of SVG. Being a police officer is not an easy job. It is tough, demanding, and very high risk. But I am more resolved today to continue to serve because I believe that there is nothing nobler than to serve one's country, especially in uniform. I thank the Almighty God for His protection, my family for their patience, love, and support, and my colleagues for helping to shape my career, said ASP Simmons. And those are the local news stories. Continue watching on VC3 channel 114 for the regional and international news update.